Hi, this is Mr. Hewland, and we're going to work on the Aleks topic of graphing y equals mx plus b, which is slope-intercept equations, when we have integer slopes. So in this very first problem, I think about this and I say, hey, we're in y equals mx plus b form, meaning the 2 represents my slope and the 6 represents my y-intercept. So if an equation is solved for y, you're very likely in slope-intercept form. And here's what I do with this. This negative 6 or minus 6, which is my y-intercept, sometimes abbreviated with y dash int, I take that negative 6 and I go to my y-axis. This is my y-axis, and I plot a point at negative 6. From there, I now move to the slope part, which is the 2. And I go ahead and I say, okay, my slope, which we abbreviate with an m, in this case is a 2. But you know slope is always thought of as rise over run, and 2 doesn't seem to fit into that rise over run type of form. But realize this, the 2 can be thought of as a fraction of 2 over 1. 2 over 1 is the same as 2. So I now know that my rise is 2 and my run is 1. So from my y-intercept negative 6, there it is, I now graph my slope of 2 up 2 over 1. Rise of 2, run of 1. Rise of 2, run of 1. And I can just keep that pattern going. You could probably do that for about 37 years. Nothing would change. The pattern would stay the same. And so now I've just graphed that line. Now, of course, you also know that you could continue the pattern down to negative 1, down to negative 1. And the pattern would continue that way. And if you were doing that, all you're saying is, you see this 2 over 1 that I've been working with? I'm going to think of it as a negative 2 divided by negative 1. All right, let's do one just a lot quicker, just to give you another point of view. So now we're just going to say, hey, what about y equals negative 4x plus 3? As soon as I see that, I say, hey, my y-intercept is positive 3. 1, 2, 3. There's my y-intercept. My slope is negative 4. So for rise over run, I can say negative 4 over 1. Or I could say 4 over negative 1. If I use this, I go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 down, over 1. If I use this, I would go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then negative 1. Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1. All those dots would line up to give me my line, it's not so pretty, of y equals negative 4x plus 3.